Hi Virgo, welcome to your April 2022 General Tarot reading. It's Rena here. I was deciding what sign to do next. My mind said Virgo, 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 so I just decided to do it. I think that's your card, Nine of Pentacles. I don't know if I'm right about that, but that's just how I feel. Oh, you got some nice cards. All right. The heart of the matter is the World card, which is the last card of the Major Arcana, and it really speaks to endings or wrapping things up. And I always say, she's holding those batons, or I thought she was, but somebody pointed out to me they're the diploma scrolls or something like that. So, graduation day. And I like that. Title because even if this is, the divorce becoming final or something like that, it's like you're graduating. You graduated from that life experience and now you're ready for a new chapter in your life. It's a new era. Letting go of the old era. Now you had a full moon. It was late degree of Virgo. As I record this, it was just probably days ago because I'm recording this on the 25th and I think it was the 16th or so, or was it 18th? It was at least a week ago. Gosh, I can't believe how fast time goes. I think it was the 18th. And so it was like a week ago as I record this. And so you may have been experiencing these endings. When something ends, it really isn't like just everything is over in that day. It's a transition. So if that's the case, it's really just about accepting that something is over with and anticipating the new, because that's obviously it's making space for something new to come in. We look at the past position. We have the Six of Cups. This is the card of children, of your own childhood, and of, a soulmate situation. So an example would be that you have reconnected with somebody from, maybe it's your past, that you always carried a torch for. And now that your marriage is over with, or a significant relationship, you're just like, and maybe since you've reconnected with that person, you're just like ending your current relationship and you're going to be with a new person. Or just that nostalgic feeling for a certain type of thing that you've always loved to do. And you feel like your career, that you've done all that you can do with it. And you're really ready to quit that work. Maybe you've already done so. So even people who have retired, who, the world card for you might be that you've retired and now you're going to pick up where you left off from your childhood and do some of the things that you've always wanted to do. Oh, and by the way, the world card could be traveling. So that certainly is a possibility. The higher message is the Four of Wands. So it's really about home is where the heart is to me. It doesn't matter where you are geographically. You'll always have, wherever you feel comfortable is your home. So if you're, this is a very expansive card. I've never seen any of the keywords connected to travel or maybe looking for another home, overseas or something like that. But I could certainly think of something along those lines because this is fire energy and fire energy is expansive. So coupled with the world card, it might be like, I want to live somewhere else. So if you are somebody who is nearing retirement or are already there. You might be wanting to retire somewhere else in the world, possibly for financial reasons, but maybe there are other reasons as well, where you just want you're just tired of the same old, or you just feel that you may have more freedom somewhere else. Because fire energy that the wands represent is about freedom. And so, I mean, to me, I know this sounds crazy, but Four of Wands could be van life. It could be, somebody whose home is four wheels, and you don't have to. And the point of the Four of Wands, it can be marriage, by the way. So, for what that's worth, but this is more of a philosophical card. It's not really supposed to be interpreted as I intended it in terms of like literal meanings. So to me, it means that whatever brings joy to you, that is your home base, is going to be what is appropriate for you. And with the Six of Cups, it's like childhood if you had that sense of joy. Now, of course, some people have horrendous childhoods where they don't even want to talk about it, but I'm talking about the idyllic childhood, which the Six of Cups is like idyllic times, the past, the sentimentality, and that kind of thing, and maybe recreating something where you really have that sense of joy. Maybe you've been missing that in your home life in recent years for whatever reason. What crosses you is the Page of Pentacles. Now, this can be some kind of new endeavor that involves work, that involves, it could be like a message that is lost. So, for instance, or some maybe even paperwork. I mean, pages can be messages, but I would also just associate anything that's communication. So, if there's some kind of passports and they sent you some kind of documents, you have to upgrade it to this and you didn't get it. So if you are traveling, for instance, or if you are graduating, they didn't have your information, or if this is for your child's graduation. Because I was also, one of the first things I was going to say is that the parent who has the empty nest, and you may be very sentimental right now because you're nearing the time when your child is going to graduate college, or well, it would probably be more like high school, but I guess it could be college too, because they may be already have a job lined up and they're going to go across the country, or maybe somewhere overseas around the world, and you feel this sense of nostalgia and this sense of like the past really being really connected to that past, and it can feel kind of emotional too. But so some message getting lost. If you're trying to start some new endeavor, the timing might not be right, because if you just ended something, it might be hard to begin, and that could also be a relationship too, that you have to allow time for for things to settle before it can happen. What's coming in is the Nine of Pentacles. This is the person who is enjoying the fruits of their labor. This is a very luxuriating kind of a card. This can talk about independent means, a woman of independent means. But it certainly is being self-reliant financially and not wanting for anything. And it's a very good money card, but I think of it also in the energetic sense of coming into your own and feeling comfortable in your own skin, because of, you're going through changes, but they are benefiting you, and you might be feeling more independent. So let's say somebody gets divorced, but they don't perceive that as a loss. They feel more alive than they ever have before, because they feel they can be themselves again. And the outcome is the Two of Wands. Should I stay or should I go? This can be the person's holding a globe, the earth. So it can be talking about relocation, maybe there's two places that you're choosing between, or just simply staying put or moving. But it can also be two different career paths. And who knows? Maybe this is a situation where you might want to have a second act, if you are able to retire, for instance, and yet there's something else that you want to do career wise, and you're wondering, should I just retire and play golf, or should I pick up this other thing, because I really feel strongly pulled to that as well. So it can have that I really feel like relocation though might be a big theme for some of you with the world card as well, and maybe far away. Oh, and you know what? This could even be like something your homeland. If you're maybe this is like the world card is actually you going back to your roots rather than going to a new country. Maybe you are overseas and you want to, you're thinking about going back home. Okay, that's what I have for you, Virgo. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.